Welcome back to A Few Dudes, everybody. Another week, another podcast. You already know my name is Wesley. Here on A Few Dudes, we just want to bring you a bunch of different perspectives so that you can start taking a chance and chasing your dreams. This week, unfortunately, we have no guest. He couldn't make it, so you're going to have to deal with our perspectives. But we do have almost 20 different episodes now that you can go look at if you choose to. So do that if you're interested. Yeah, me and Carlos this week.
We're back.
Oh yeah, we missed a week.
Sorry. I'll take the L for this one. Your boy got a little sick.
It's true.
I'm still kind of getting over it, but like my voice is like a little weird. It's just my nose, honestly, at this point. But yeah, I was a little sick. I didn't have the COVID. I did take a test, negative. But yeah, I just came down with with a really gnarly cold, and I had to miss work for a couple of days too. So yeah. Not fun, but we're back. We're good. We're chilling.
We are back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think COVID's a myth, actually. I don't think it actually ever existed.
You know,
I never got it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there was like a certain I think COVID, like the way it was blown out of proportion, I don't think it was that bad. Because I mean, the way they had it is like, so if you had COVID and said you got in a car accident and you died, they would count that as a COVID related death because you had COVID. Stupid.
That's fucking
very
dumb.
Stupid.
Is
yeah.
that real?
It's
No
it's
way.
real. Yeah, 100% real. I'm not even capping.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think there was a certain like strain out there that did fuck with people. If your immune system was fucked, I think, then yeah. But I think generally it was honestly just like a really fucked up cold.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. But we're back now. We're back. Fucking I think I had a pretty good week. Well, 2 weeks, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, like a good 2 weeks off, technically.
Well, kinda.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. Yeah, kinda.
It's weird because of the way we upload it, because we record the weekend before and then it goes up later that week on Friday.
Yeah.
So for people listening, it's like 3 weeks. For us, it's like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, but shout out to all of you guys that were hitting me up and Wesley up saying like, oh, where's the episode? Where's the new episode? Like, I love hearing that from you guys because that shows me like, oh, people actually still care and like people are listening. So like, that's
True.
cool. So yeah, shout out to you guys. You guys know who you are. But yeah.
For real. Absolute legends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of draining not having the podcast. I'm not gonna lie. I live for this. And so not having it kind of fucking blew.
Oh.
But I had it was also like it wasn't the worst because I had a lot of time to self-reflect. That's what I've been doing this last week. And something that happened was me and my mom spent a whole day cleaning out the our garage because it was just a complete mess. And that was cool just to hang out with her. And then we found her old video camera. It shoots off of little tapes like VHS. And it has me feeling inspired to just make more different types of content this summer. Like that, I think that'd
be like perfect B-roll, dude. Like such cool B-roll.
Or like
yeah.
I already can see so many different shots.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. I can already see the videos coming together.
Skating wise, fucking camping, like anything.
Camping.
You could use it for anything.
Yeah, no, for real. So I'm super stoked on that, and it just kind of switched my whole mood around because, like I said, I live for the podcast, and then we didn't do it, so I was just bummed and just in a bad mood in general.
Dude, I was just thinking right now. Sorry, side note. A shot that I thought would be really cool with that camera is like just literally a straight shot of you just holding it at your chest, and we're walking through like Vegas or whatever, like some strip or something like that, and like just like having like a time lapse, but like fucking dude, sorry. I just thought about something like that.
I have a bunch of ideas.
Yeah, that
too.
camera would be so fucking cool. Yeah,
it is. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah,
I'm
it's gonna
super
be sick.
stoked. I'll have to get like some lenses for it too.
Fuck yeah.
I'm sure you
some
can find
fisheye
some.
lenses and stuff. You have to get a fisheye for that.
You
like,
have
yeah.
to. Yeah. So yeah, that kind of switched my mood around. Has me feeling more inspired and just in a better mood in general. I've realized that the job I'm doing right now, I cannot do it for the rest of my life. And I have to find a way out. And I'm not trying hard enough on the podcast and just like YouTube in general and like trying to make a business and build something. I'm not trying hard enough. And I think my job's holding me back too. So I've been thinking about getting a new job.
Fair enough, dude. Yeah.
I have working 60 hours a week.
But I mean, I could get working 60 if you have like crazy responsibilities and you need to supply food for the kids or, pay house
That's
like
what it's
bills
for.
and stuff. Yeah. But you're 20, so I think the money is probably really fucking nice. But I think the time is the most important thing. I think, especially
Dude.
right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is like it's just this thing where I feel like it's holding me back. It's keeping me from doing the things I care about. And that, dude, that will fuck around and make me quit.
yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a new job too. Actually, a new little opportunity came up for me yesterday from this guy. It's not a crazy job. It's just at Fred Meyer. But the reason why I'm staying at Amazon is because they want to pay for my school.
Right.
But this guy came in yesterday, one of Rainan's homies, because I work at AutoZone for part time. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but yeah. And one of Rainan's homies came in. We were talking for a bit, and I was like, "Oh, where do you work?" Because he used to be a manager at AutoZone, but then he left for Fred Meyer, and he's making like 1850, 40 hours a week, pretty good hours too. Like some days he'll go in at 1 and you'll get off like at 9 or 10.
Wow.
So that's like not bad. Like yeah,
Not bad at all.
and like he's able to like sleep in if he parties at night or whatever. And they have crazy good benefits. Like one of them being they'll pay for your school up to $21,000.
Whoa.
That's nuts.
That's
like,
a lot of money.
Yeah, and Amazon's only offering 5,000.
What?
And Fred Meyer's offering 21,000. Well, because Fred Meyer's under like this branch of like Kroger. So, and Kroger's like a top 5 company in the world. So like they're offering pretty crazy benefits. So I was like, damn. So I'm looking into that for sure. But yeah, and it's actually like I'm not like a full number in a system. So like there I have a boss that I can go to and be like, hey, I want to go camping. Can you not schedule me these days? Yep, sure.
For real.
Makes
That's
it happen.
huge.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'll miss about this job is that if I have to like take time off, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to be here.
Yeah. See, that's yeah.
Growing up, it's fucking dumb.
Yeah, it's a little stressful at times, yeah, but it's not too
Yeah.
bad right now, though. I think right now that we're very responsible, we're free of responsibility.
Yeah,
There you
okay.
go. I think being, having different options and having different doors open for us is like, it's a lot easier for us to say yeah to those things. So I think that's definitely helpful.
True.
But,
Like
yeah.
if I was in the shoes of all the rest of the guys that I work with who are like, I think the youngest dude is like 24, and even he has like a house payment and a fucking fiance and all this shit.
Yeah.
Whereas like a lot of them have wives, houses, car payments,
kids.
kids.
Yeah.
Like
That's their life. Yeah.
they don't have the choice to be like, yeah, fuck it. I'm out. I'm going to go chase my dreams.
Yeah. I'm going to go.
They don't have that
yeah.
luxury. And so I feel like if I'm in that spot where I can do that, I fucking need to.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely important that you chase your dream, especially right now. There's no better time to do it than now. So
It's true.
yeah, but yeah, I missed doing this too. But yeah, we're back at it. We're chilling. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I did kind of muster. Well, I kind of came up with like a little segment that I wanted to bring back every week because every week, if you guys have been listening, I'll like with some like both of us will obviously occasionally bring up like just random news or like nerd topics or like video game news or something like that. So I wanted to bring in this new segment. It might be a weekly thing. It probably will be. But now it just has a name to it. Carlos's Nerd News.
Hey.
Yeah. But
Bum, 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 bum. Time for the weekly nerd
Yeah.
news.
you gotta get some jingles going on for sure.
For real.
But I did. I read this article today. So this is fresh. That there's So you know how there's like the Meta thing. You know how Facebook's now called Meta.
Facebook, yeah.
So their Meta VR is what it's called now. Like their Quest branch, whatever the Oculus branch is now just called Meta.
The whole entire company?
Yeah, Meta. Yeah.
What in the fuck?
Yeah.
Facebook bought them?
No, they just changed their name to Meta.
Oh, what?
Facebook's not Facebook. It's Meta now. So
Facebook period is Meta? Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
I'm confused.
yeah. Facebook is now called Meta.
The company behind it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, there's a new VR game coming out, and it's Assassin's Creed, and you get to be like, so you get to be different like assassins. So there's Ezio, and then there's Connor. So that's the one that was in Assassin's
Black
Creed 3
Flag.
and like Black Flag.
Oh wait, no, that's you're right. That is
Yeah,
number
I
3.
think the Black Flag
Black
is actually
Flag
like
is the one that came after.
yeah, I think he's like related to Connor though. I think
His
he's like
name's Edward.
something yeah. And
Damn, I
I
haven't
think
played these games for a
I
long
think
time.
he's like Connor's like grandchild or something like that, like grandson or something.
Is that what it is?
It's something like that. I know they're connected in some
It's
weird
grandson
way.
or granddad, one or the other.
Yeah. But yeah, so in in this VR game, it's rumored to have like stealth and like full on assassin shit, like parkour, everything like that. So and it's only gonna be on the Facebook like Meta, like VR headsets.
All right, my prediction: this shit is gonna flop so hard.
See the thing, I hope.
think so,
Yeah,
but
I
I don't
hope
know.
it doesn't because it sounds so cool, but I'm scared that it's just not gonna be able to translate well in VR because I don't think VR is ready for that kind of stuff just
No.
yet. Like it's not refined to that point yet. It will be, but I don't think it's there yet. But yeah, so I found that news pretty interesting, and
It is interesting.
there was another thing I can't remember it now, but shit. Yeah, it's not very helpful. I need to write these things down for sure. But
It's okay. It's a new thing.
yeah, that was
The nerd news flopped just as hard as this new fucking
yeah.
metaverse thing is
Yeah,
gonna flop.
yeah.
That makes sense.
It'll probably come up later, honestly. But yeah, shit. That's the
That's
nerd.
cool though.
Yeah.
I like that. You should keep doing that. And we have to figure out a cool intro for it. I was thinking of a little weekly segment to do too. That's funny that you brought that up. Because I was gonna do like a mental health check-in every week to just like be like, just take a second and be like, I don't know, something.
Yeah,
haven't
no,
thought
I
about
think
it
that
too
yeah,
much.
that's I'm down for something like that for sure. Cause yeah, I think so I've been thinking a lot more about like what our podcast is, yeah. And like last week we talked 2 weeks ago we talked about how like what we
With-
actually are, like if we're like comedy or like mental health or like
self-help
Self-help.
/ like
Yeah.
leisure / we're kind of like this weird hodgepodge of a bunch of different shit,
yeah,
and
it's defrosting. Yeah.
the ghost fridge strikes again.
yeah.
But yeah, I think we're having a little bit of an identity crisis now that we've kind of gotten our bearings and we're more comfortable now. We're like questioning like, what are we,
Yeah.
you know?
I think that's why I kind of made this segment, and I think that segment that you bring up, that would be a good idea too, because honestly, I think instead of trying to figure out what we are, I think we should just embrace what we mostly hone in on.
Yeah.
So the nerd news, we talk about like video games, movies, all that kind of weird shit here and there.
Yep.
And then like self-help, mental health, I think that would help for that segment. And then I think just honing in on different things and then having like, in place like things like that, I think that would just like show people, okay, they do this, this, and that. Like
I agree.
Yeah.
I totally see what you're saying because instead of it being like this random kind of like
Mumbo
we get there when
jumbo.
we get there.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Like 1 second we're talking about this and then we're talking about this. It's like, or sometimes on the show we have like dead air where we're just like,
Yeah.
And so in those moments, if we have something to fall back on, like a weekly mental health check or Carlos's nerd news, whatever the fuck it is, to just like throw out there and like eliminate as much of that dead space as we can, I think it'll help us flow in general a lot better too. And yeah, people will be able to, there'll be some consistency to it.
Yeah. I think, dude, yeah, and we could even like throughout the week, like I'm gonna, hone in on finding more like nerd topics. So when I do talk about nerd news, like I'll have different things, like maybe something on movies, video games, and then like just technology in general or something like that. And then with the mental health checkup, I think you could be able to like look up like little ways to like cope with certain things. Like if somebody's going through something, they could be like, oh yeah, fun fact, the way like a really helpful way to like deal with a panic attack, and then you like find some like weird scientific thing to like talk about with that, or
Yeah,
I don't know,
was
just
thinking pretty much the exact same thing.
yeah. And then throughout the week that'll give us like something to like kind of research up on, and then we can just instantly just use that in like the podcast. I think that'd be cool.
True. And yeah, I think consistency is something that is so important if you're going to try and have any sort of internet presence.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think that would help us just kind of be consistent and be, because like if we research that week to like find some shit and we're like, oh damn, like I found something, like I want to talk about this, then it's gonna be like, okay, we are not fucking missing this week then.
Yeah,
like
for
I
sure.
got shit to talk about,
Yeah.
That would help us, I think.
Which does bring me to like the future weeks. So we do have some guests lined up, so don't worry about that. I want to bring on Aiden though. If Aiden's listening to this, I want to bring him on. One of our buddies.
Too.
Yeah, he went to Mexico and he has like a bunch of things happen to him. So
bunch of stories.
Yeah, I would love to hear those
things to dive into with that dude.
Yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be
his episode was one of my favorite ones too, so I'd be stoked to have him back.
I felt with like both Kai and Aiden, I think both their episodes, like I just felt like there was so much more we could have talked about.
Yeah.
But like there's just that hour frame, we just could not do it. Like we could not fit everything we wanted to in any single way in that hour. Like just was not happening.
Yeah, there wasn't enough time for us to ask all the questions we had.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they'll be returning. And then we have another buddy who Carlos works with that's gonna come on probably next week.
Yeah.
And then our buddy who was gonna come on today, he didn't come, but I'm sure we can get him on.
Yeah, we'll get him on down the pipeline for sure. Yeah.
Yes. Also, while we're on the topic of kind of moving forward, I want to take us back a little bit to how we talked about finding that camera and how we're getting some inspiration to make other types of content like vlogging, kind of like documentary type of stuff. Carlos and I right now are working on some like introductory type of videos so that for people who don't know us, or even for people who do, you can get a better picture of who we are and why we're doing this. And then, I think that'll be really beneficial for people who are just now finding us that like don't personally know us, so that they have an idea of like who we are and we're not just two voices talking about random shit.
Yeah, no, yeah, we'll have a couple different like styles of making these videos, and when they come out, we'll definitely let you guys know. And then if you guys are close listeners, then you guys will know about it when they do come out, because you guys will be following us on Snapchat, Instagram, or our TikTok or Twitter. But yeah, so yeah, we're looking forward to making those videos. Yeah, we're both working at the rough drafts and the storyboarding and getting the scripts good, and then so you guys get to know us. Yeah, like you said, know us more than just our voices or like what we talk about here, but our actual selves, like not our actual selves, but like who like we were leading up to this point, like
what went into us getting where we are today. I think that's really important. This whole idea came, I don't think I talked about this on the pod.
No.
So I had this Uber driver, and I was going to like hang out with my buddy who was fishing, because your boy's not allowed to drive. He got busted. So I had to take Uber. This guy was like crazy, like, oh my God, like I have never spoken with anybody like this and he explained to me later that he has like really severe ADHD. And so he just like goes and goes and goes. And he was talking about school or whatever. And we got on the topic of like how I quit school and now I'm doing this podcast and I'm trying to like create an editing business and just a business in general. And he started giving me all kinds of ideas. And one of his main ideas that he gave me was that we need to show people who we are personally. Otherwise, like nobody who comes out from the outside to look in at us is going to really care, because they don't know who we are, They have no reason to care. So we need to give them a reason. And that is why I kind of brought up this idea.
Yeah. I'm making a stink face right now. Sorry, I'm not listening to you. I am listening to you, but my right leg is fucking dead right now. I have like those pins and needles shits going on. So
your foot went to sleep?
Yeah, my foot died, dude. I feel like some fat bitch is like sitting on it and I just can't move it, bro. Like, fuck. It hurts.
That's so funny.
Dude, at Amazon, they've been giving VTO out like a motherfucker. So like when those days, like today, for example, I was like, they were like, oh, go, try to clean some stuff. I was like, okay, bet. So I went to the bathroom and I was just sat in the toilet for like an hour. Like literally an hour, yeah. And I got up and, dude, recently, I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm not drinking enough water or something. But even when I sit in the shitter for like maybe 10 minutes, I'll get up, bro. And like I have to like stand against the wall because if I move my leg, it just fucking hurts. Like it's just like straight like just pins and needles everywhere, dude.
That is not good.
It's pain. I don't know what it is, and it's
not
always the
good.
right one, dude. I'm either thinking like maybe getting a stroke, like micro strokes. Not actually, but
I think you have diabetes.
maybe. I mean, it does run in my family, but I feel like it runs in everybody's family now because we're all fat Americans
Yeah, 'cause
that
we
eat
live in
just
America.
a bunch of slop. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, probably maybe, but I don't know. Maybe I just have problems with sitting on the toilet for too long or
Probably.
too often because I'm like, I'll probably go to the bathroom like 3 or 4 times throughout every shift. To be honest, especially at Amazon. Amazon will go for like 5 times because nobody's even caring anymore. So like, yeah,
That's so crazy.
yeah, it's ass, but yeah,
Ass.
yeah,
Literally.
yep, literally ass.
They say that if you roll your ankle, it'll make it go away faster. Have you ever heard that?
No,
It kind
I
of
mean
works.
it's already kind of gone, but yeah, I will definitely try that later, whenever, because I know it'll probably happen tomorrow or later today anyway. So
Yeah, you should get that checked out. It sounds bad.
maybe it doesn't hurt like a crazy amount, but it
Well,
does
no,
hurt.
but just for it to happen so consistently like that.
Yeah,
My thing that's been happening that makes me feel like I'm old. We talked about it the other week. I just have been like getting so fucked up lately.
yeah.
It freaks me out. It makes me feel like my brain is like, I don't know, like there's something wrong up there because
Okay, well,
my body just can't handle alcohol lately.
Yeah, for some context, Wesley the other day, like what, 2 days ago, 3 days ago?
Yeah, the other night.
Yeah, from recording this podcast, a couple of days before of recording this podcast, Wesley had like a little bonfire. It was just me, Crystal, Quentin, Yasmin, and then Wesley. And by the time we got there, you were already like 4 Voodoo Rangers in.
Yeah.
So those things are 9% though.
Yeah.
So I think that's fair for you to get pretty messed up from those. But
Well, and that
Like-
wasn't even the point. Well, no, I guess I was pretty faded when you guys got there.
yeah, you were. I could tell you were a little faded. You weren't like out of. You were. I mean, you never get out of control faded, but you were a little
No.
faded. I could tell.
Yeah. And then, yeah, dude.
I think you had 2 or 3 more while we were there.
Well, it was only a 6-pack. I gave you 1. I drank 5.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And then I had like half of another just like regular beer.
okay.
And I don't feel like I should have been
As
as
messed up.
fucked up as I was.
Yeah.
And that happened to me when I went to that other fire with our other friends. And yeah, dude, it's
Crept up
tripping
on
me
you, and you
out.
just got put on your ass, pretty much.
Yeah.
I went through like a phase like that when we first moved to this house like about a year ago, because yeah, in college I was able to. Me and Quentin were able to split 12 packs of Twisted Teas like nothing. Like we'd have 6, and him and I would like race to finish them, and then we'd be like fucked up. We wouldn't be like anywhere like terrible. But here, when I first moved here, I would take like maybe 2 shots and then have like a drink or 2, and I'd be fucked. Like
Huh.
I would be like gone. Like I would have to puke. Like by my second shot, I'd puke.
Really?
But like recently now, I've been like doing a lot better. Like I haven't puked from alcohol in like probably like 4 or 5 months.
I haven't
Which
puked
is
from
good.
alcohol in a long time either.
Yeah. But I hated myself for a while when I first moved here because I could not drink without puking. And I hate puking. So like puking for any reason, like whether that be like I'm sick or alcohol, like I just hate it. So
Yeah, I think that's most people can agree to that.
yeah, I guess yeah, that's true. I don't know. Some people are like, oh no, it feels so good because it clears out my system.
Sometimes when you're
But-
drunk, throw up. Yeah. Sometimes you just
Yeah.
like puke and rally.
See, my problem before though was I would either puke the night of or I'd wake up the next day super hungover.
That sucks.
Yeah, and then I'd puke the morning. And then
bet.
when you puke in the morning though, I feel like it's so much worse because one, you're not drunk anymore. You just feel like shit. And
Yeah.
2, I feel like whenever I do puke in the morning after, my whole day is just fucked. Like I just start off you start off like a whole sunny day puking and you're just like, well fuck. And like I just feel so shitty like the rest of the day. But
Yeah, puking in the morning I've only done that maybe like once or twice in my life, and that is shitty.
I've done it like 4 or 5 times. And every time I do it, I'm like, I'm never drinking alcohol again. But then like a couple days later, I'm back on my bullshit. But yeah.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
It's,
Nah, but so today me and Crystal went to like the melting pot. I'm not gonna explain too much about what it is, but yeah, we were looking and they gave me like a menu for like alcoholic beverages, and I was like,
Nice.
fuck. And And then when she asked, like, "Oh, what would you guys like to drink?" And then I was like, "Oh, I'll just take some water." And then Crystal was like, "Oh," and I think Crystal took water as well. And then she was like, "Oh, did you want anything from there?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I can't." And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I was like, "I know." I was like, "I'm sorry too." And like, like I really wanted to because I was looking at it and I was like, "Damn, some of these look so good." Like there was like these really like chocolatey wines. I've never tried a chocolatey wine, but at this place where they have like a dessert thing and it's like melted chocolate and you're dipping like fruits and stuff into it. I was like, dude, a chocolate wine paired with that sounds pretty good. Like that doesn't sound too bad. And then there was like some IPAs that were like local ones, and I was like, dude, that sounds so good right now. I was like, but I can't have that. Not yet.
You
but
could have though. They probably wouldn't have even carded you. That happened to me one
maybe.
time when I was with my buddies at work and we went to get sushi, and they ordered a bottle of sake,
Damn.
and they brought me a glass
Shit.
for my sake, and so yeah, I got to try it.
Damn. Yeah. I've never. Yeah. I probably should have just tried it. And then worst case scenario, she's like, "Oh, you're not old enough to drink." I'm like, "Oh, damn. Maybe could have gotten
You're
away
like,
with
well,
it."
why'd you give it to me?
Yeah, seriously, yeah. But I was just like, nah. I feel like I don't know. This girl, the one that was her server, she was pretty cool, but she was like young, so I feel like she probably would have carded just because she probably didn't want to get in trouble or something like that. So
Maybe. I
wanna-
don't know.
Yeah, I wish though, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. We're only a couple months out.
Yeah, dude.
We're
Not too much longer
yours is on
now.
the 6th,
Second.
2nd. Fuck, I always want to say the 6th for some reason.
I don't know.
The 2nd of June, and I'm the 14th of June. So like, we're what's the day? It's like the 29th or 20. No, not 29th. It's like 25th or something
like that.
So we're like a month and give or take a couple weeks
Some
out.
change,
like,
yeah.
thank fuck, dude.
Not too much longer now.
Yeah, I'm so hyped. I just want to go and just sit down, have a steak, and then be able to have a beer with my steak. That's all I want, dude. That's my main thing. I can't wait for that.
We're going to the bars.
Oh, damn right, we're going to the.
We're going to the bars
Yeah,
as
damn
soon as you
right.
turn 21.
Dude, I want to go to the Space Bar though, but
What is that?
it's like a bar that's under. Do you know where Dharma's is in downtown Caldwell? I mean downtown Boise.
Mm-mm.
Damn. So it's right by the Capitol. It's like the Capitol building, and it's
So
a couple.
this is like
it's like
the heart of downtown.
yeah. It's like 1-2
It's a-
blocks down from the Capitol. So it's like
You
right
said it's
there.
called a space bar?
It's called the Space Bar, and
What is it?
it's like underground. So you go under. There's like a restaurant. I think it's
This
like
makes me feel like I'm going to a rave.
yeah, it is kind of so. I've never been there, obviously, but there's like a Mexican restaurant I think that's just new there, and you go down these stairs on the side of the building, and it has like a whole LED thing that says like Space Bar. It's like in Tron letters and shit like that.
That's fucking cool.
And you go down, and I've looked at pictures, and it's got arcades, like arcade machines up the ass, and there's so many like it's like neon lights, like LEDs, like all this cool shit. It's like a gamer bar, pretty much, is what it is. So I mean, it's not like a party bar, but I don't know. I'd be down for that. That one
Still
looks
be cool.
hella cool, yeah. But I did tell my girl because she doesn't turn 21 until October, so I told her I was like, all right, I will not go to that until we can both go to that. So I can't go to that until October. But
Well, you fucked up.
but there are plenty of other bars though.
No, yeah, we're gonna
There
go
are
to the bars
plenty.
in Nampa.
Yeah.
and I'm sure we'll have lots of great stories to talk about on
Damn
the
right,
podcast.
yeah. I think Boise's gonna be cool, but I think it's kind of overhyped. Not gonna lie, like.
It's just far.
Yeah, and I don't know if it'd be like worth. I don't know. Maybe it would be fun, but I don't know. I think I'd rather. I've always imagined myself enjoying the smaller like bars rather than like the ones that all the college kids are going to with like Humpin' Hannah's and all that stuff. Like, I'm sure those are cool, but I don't know. I think I'd rather just go to like a local bar. Like,
I don't know, dude, but
Yeah.
we got to find out.
yeah, I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I mean, we'll have definitely some stories from those here soon. But yeah, I'm excited for that for sure.
Yeah, dude, turning 21 is going to be something. I feel like it's your actual 18th birthday. Like 18 is like,
It's cool, but it's like it's very like
okay, what now?
yeah, anticlimactic as fuck.
It's
Yeah.
like you're an adult.
It's like, but I can't
not,
drink.
Not really.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like being 18 in another country would be cool, but
Pretty much
not
any
here.
other country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not here though.
Fucking America.
Dude, imagine
Still
turning
think-
18 in Amsterdam. Like, that's a dub. Like, that's a W and a half.
Dude, if I turn 18 in Amsterdam, I'm getting into some serious trouble. I'm telling you right now.
What are those called? Like the magic truffles?
Yeah, they have
something.
truffles there.
Yeah, and like, dude, that would be fire. That would be sick.
That
Yeah.
would be a lot of fun. I would definitely be eating a bunch of truffles. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, for sure. That would be That'd be a roller coaster and a half for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it would. Dude, that's the thing in Amsterdam, bro. They just do hella drugs.
Yeah, but everybody seems pretty chill there though.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful place. Great economy. Just
Other than like the
fucking-
mafia that runs like the fucking red light districts and shit like that, but
well,
they're
that's,
making
that's
their bag
everywhere
though.
in Europe.
Yeah, they're making their bag.
Yeah. I think America could take some notes on that, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was thinking about this today because what was the law? Okay, yeah, so kind of random side note, but there was a law that I read about today that was passed in Tennessee, and if you're a drunk driver and you kill a child's parents, that drunk driver is now responsible for paying child support for the child
Wow.
of the parents he's killed. Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Which I was like, you know what? That's fucking fair. Like
Yeah,
that is fair game.
it is fair.
Like you were drunk driving, number one, and number two, you've killed people, and those people have kids that need those parents to like
Yeah,
survive. So
it's very
paying
true.
the child support, and obviously being in jail, like yeah, you fucking deserve that. So when I read that, I was thinking about how I think some laws here though, make people want to do it even more. Like for example, drinking, because drinking and like you didn't have to be 21. I think only until like, I think it was like the mid 60s, or maybe I might be wrong, but I think,
it was earlier than that, but yeah, sometime around there.
yeah. And I remember that it started in like, I think it was Ohio where it started, and they changed it to be 21, and then everybody just started having to be pressured to change it to 21 until it became like a federal thing to be 21. But I think there's a lot of like laws out there that make people want to do it even more. Like it's kind of yeah.
It's this whole thing where if you, dude, it's like fucking human nature.
Yeah, exactly.
If you
you're
tell a
told-
kid that he isn't allowed to fucking play video games or go outside, what is the number one thing he wants to do?
Could play video games and play outside. Yeah,
Exactly,
Yeah.
dude. And so, yeah, it's this like control freak ideology that really just like loses all control.
it makes it worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if we were allowed to drink at 18, I think there would be less drunk drivers.
Probably.
And I think there would also be. I mean, this could be completely wrong, but I think I don't know. I like before. I think that there was like a study that was actually made, like before those laws were in place, there was less deaths, having to do with alcohol. But then once those laws came in place, the death toll rose more than it was before. If that makes sense.
Right.
It was
I see what
higher.
you're
Yeah.
saying.
And but yeah, it's like that whole like psychology thing where yeah, if you're told not to do something, you're gonna want to do it more. So like me as a Catholic boy, I was told like, oh, you don't want to try alcohol at this age, you don't want to smoke weed, or you don't want to do any of this. It only made me want to do it more, because like when you're told not to do something, yeah, you just want to do it more. And like that's why when college kids go off to school, they like let loose and they go crazy, because their whole lives they've been pretty much, like most of them have just been held in their mama's homes, like, you know. So
Another
yeah.
thing that happens when you try to be like, no, you can't do that. It becomes this thing where, okay, well now I want to do that, so I'm gonna find a way to do it, and I'm gonna hide it,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna pretty much do whatever I can to get it, because it's so much harder now.
Mhm.
Whereas if you look at countries that have like decriminalized drugs and offer clean, safe drugs to the addicts,
Exactly, dude.
things like the crime rate goes down, because they don't have to go rob people to get their drugs.
Yep.
They don't have to fucking sell themselves to get their drugs. They basically do whatever they can to get money to get their drugs.
Yeah, now they can get it like
That's an
legally,
extreme
yeah.
example, but if you
It's realistic though.
well,
It really is, yeah.
it translates into what we're talking about, whether it's keeping kids from getting alcohol. You know, now they have to go out and find somebody who's 21. They might not know this person very well. Now they have to hide it from their parents, and it's like it becomes this whole thing. Whereas like if you turn 18 and you want to have a drink because you're an adult,
Yeah.
I think that should be reasonable, and then you don't have
Exactly.
to jump through all these hoops and do all this sketchy shit to get whatever it might be.
Yeah.
Same thing with pot. Same thing with whatever the fuck other whatever it might be.
Well, okay, one other thing that's nuts to me though is the comparison that a lot of people draw. Like some people try to compare weed to alcohol, and like they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, well, weed is like terrible for you," and yet I've never heard of somebody die from weed in my life, and yet people are constantly dying from drinking and driving and all this stupid shit. But like, I don't see people puking on the sides, puking in like downtown from weed. I see them puking because of alcohol, and like,
No, usually when you see people smoking weed, they fucking sit on the couch.
yeah, they're just chilling. Yeah, exactly. They're just
Fucking-
vibing, dude. Like,
Yeah, I think that is a silly argument, and I think most people nowadays understand.
yeah,
I mean, no matter what, if you put a substance in your body, more than likely there's going to be some sort of physical consequence.
Yeah,
and
for
if
sure.
you're drinking alcohol, it's your kidneys and your liver. And if you're smoking pot, then it's your lungs and your throat. Which
yeah, everything in moderation for
it's
sure.
your choice. You
Yeah.
know? It's your
Yeah.
body, and I don't think that anybody has the right to try and tell you what you choose to do with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, this does bring me to a different topic. Well, same topic. What age would you want your kids to smoke weed for the first time, or drink for the first time as well? To double.
I think 18. I can say, as somebody who smoked a lot of fucking weed at a young age,
Mm-hmm.
you should not be doing that shit.
Yeah.
It is not good for you in the long run. It really is not. So I would definitely prefer if my kid was an adult by the time that they made that choice. But I mean, like
It's not gonna happen though.
it's the same thing where like
Yeah.
if I try to fucking no weed for you, no alcohol for you, they're just gonna go and get it. And so I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell them, you're gonna make your own choices once you get to an age where you know you can. And I support you, and I hope that you make smart decisions,
Yeah,
whatever
for sure.
those decisions are. Just to know if you get fucked up, you better fucking call me or some shit
Yeah,
if you need
seriously,
something.
yeah. Yeah, so me and Chris were talking about this, and yeah, I would say honestly, if my kids are gonna smoke, which regardless, every kid's gonna smoke once,
Pretty much.
and that's probably gonna be honestly, I'd think the average age is like what, probably 16 or 15 is for most first time people. I would say.
Probably. Well, I think that's a little young. I think probably 16, 17 is
Okay, yeah.
more normal, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's
yeah.
hard to say, though.
Yeah. So, I was saying, yeah, like, depending on how they're feeling about it, because if they don't want to smoke it, then that's cool. Like, yeah, chill. But, I'd rather smoke with my kids for the first time rather than them smoke in a stranger's house or
True.
anything like that. Even drink as well, for sure. I'd rather drink with them for the first time, so that way they can know that if they do it, like I'm okay with that. But I want them to know that like they have my trust and all that kind of stuff. But if they betray my trust in any certain way, like if they go to a party and they're driving drunk, they get in an accident or something like that, they're gonna know that they have to face consequences for that kind of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like for sure. But I think that yeah, like I would want my kids to make to know that they have my like trust and they can come talk to me about, oh, like man, I got high last night and I didn't feel good about this, whatever. Like I'd want them to like be able to come to me and talk to me about that kind of stuff. But not, I mean, I don't know the age like what that would be, but I mean my guess is probably gonna be like 17 or like yeah.
Well, I can also speak from experience here in that my mom was kind of that way where,
Yeah.
like, the first time she caught me smoking pot, I was being fucking dumb. I had the homegirl over, and we were fucking hitting a grav bong in my room and blowing it out the window.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking stupid. And she comes home and she's like, "Have you been smoking weed in the house?" And I'm like, so stoned. I'm like, yeah. And she's all like, she just got home from work and like smelt it. So like she immediately came to my room, right? And she's like,
Yeah.
just do it in the backyard next time. And then she like walks away or whatever. And I was just like,
Damn. Yeah.
that went well.
Yeah.
And so I think if you're gonna have that approach with your kid where like you're so lenient, it's super, super, super important to have some boundaries and to like set them early on as soon as you catch something like that. Because I went crazy on that shit and I just started smoking weed every single day, all day long for
Shit,
years
yeah.
and years. And I think that, I don't know, maybe the way that my mom handled that had something to do with it. But I mean, I can't be certain that I would do any better, you know? So,
Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think that's one thing that scares me, even now, is like, um, getting like I think when we were talking about this earlier, like when people become reliant on it, so that way they have to be high to be their normal selves. Like that is scary for me. Like, and I have too many homies that are like that. Like they'll smoke on a daily basis, multiple times because it for them that is what makes them feel normal and like fine. Which if that's how it makes them feel, then that's cool. But for me, that scares me because I don't ever want to be in a place to where like I have to feel like smoking weed is like my my way to be normal. Like I don't know.
well,
Yeah,
yeah, that's a
it's a really
you said
great.
it
Yeah,
you said it earlier how there's like everything in moderation.
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
And yeah, it's another thing where like I was there, dude. I
yeah,
fucking oh yeah, I went a little bit too hard on the old ganja for a while there, and um yeah, I don't know how to explain it really. I don't recommend doing that. I think that if you can have some self-control,
yeah,
and I think that if my mom had acted a little differently and kind of maybe explained to me the repercussions and what that can look like, then might have went differently. But I don't know.
yeah. I wouldn't say I ever like went crazy with it. I think freshman year of college, it was like a way for me to like just debrief and just straight just breathe out like my stress, and it was so
Yeah.
easy for me to do that because like it was just there. So like I was like, you know what, I'm not doing anything tomorrow, or I have class until 12. Yeah, screw it. So I'd get off of class at like 4 or 3 p.m. and I'd have the rest of the time I'd have my homework done, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, and then I'd just do it. And it was just such like a easy thing to just lay back on. And I don't know, it's so much easier to like feel that than like have to crack open a beer and then like slam a couple before you have to feel that. So I don't know, it was like a weird,
Hmm.
I don't know, it was almost convenient is what it felt like.
Oh
But
yeah, it's super
yeah.
convenient. And I totally feel what you're saying about like it's like this release
Yeah.
because that's what it was, bro. And then when I finally got around to like quitting, I like didn't know how to deal with my fucking emotions
See,
because
yeah, yeah.
I had always just used pot from since I was probably like 16 years old to like this was like when I was 19, I think was when I quit. Yeah. Um I just didn't know how to fucking deal with my emotions like without pot. It was a crutch.
Yeah, like I don't know, that's scary.
It was scary. That shit had me fucked up for a minute.
Yeah, how long did it take for you to like get out of that? If you don't mind me asking.
I think I'm still kind of getting out of that, but
Damn.
I've gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
Um, you find things because, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I quit smoking pot, and I was just so fucking depressed because I didn't know how to deal with my
Like your
issues.
emotion. Yeah, yeah, everything.
And like
yeah.
I'd kind of just smoked pot for such a long time that I got to this point in my life where I was like really comfortable. And then I quit and I was like, I finally got a second to look at my life and I was like, oh, fuck. Like, this is not the life I want to live.
Yeah, yeah.
And so then, yeah, I eventually, you know, you got to find a way to feel better when you feel like shit like that.
Yeah.
And so you find things. And reading helps me a lot, breathing exercises, cold showers. Those are like my number 3 things where if I'm like in a bad mood, usually one of those things can pull me out of it.
Yeah, and it's weird because I feel like it's like I mean, obviously, I never got really crazy into it, but yeah, I kind of understand when you say like, yeah, you didn't know how to like deal with certain like emotions and things. Cause yeah, when I was kicked out of my dorm and when we moved back to my mom's, I never smoked at my mom's. And yeah, I went from pretty much smoking every day for like that whole school year to then not school year to not smoking at all. And I was like always so like I didn't know like yeah, I was like, well, fuck, like I want to just smoke and play video games and like I don't want to do my homework or whatever. And then like yeah, I just got in this really deep rut and like
It'll do that to
yeah,
you.
I didn't know what to do with myself. And then yeah, I think you just kind of for sure have to find like I found ways to deal with like that weird feeling of like just confusion and like just feeling lost. And yeah, you just got to get busy. You got to, whether that's,
Pretty much.
yeah, whether that's like, I don't know. I started, that's when I picked up film photography. I think that was my like big outlet for that, honestly. Like, I bought a camera and then that just got me outside. Like, I was just watching videos constantly about it. And then I'd wake up the next day and then I'd go outside and just skate around like a neighborhood, or I'd skate to downtown Nampa. And then I would just go places. And then that definitely helped me like get out again. And like, it was also through like COVID, so like everybody was pretty much inside.
That was
so.
the other thing, is that COVID was going on right at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
and so then it was even harder to just kind of like
Function.
find-
Yeah.
just be normal.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
weird time.
Yeah, but we're chilling now. Yeah.
No, yeah, and I think just kind of goes back to everything in moderation again, because if you're doing it too much, then it just becomes a crutch, and then you don't know what to do when it's not there anymore.
Yeah, you're kind of just limping.
It's a spooky thing.
Yeah, you got to learn to walk again. It's weird.
For real.
Look at us with our metaphors, dude.
Dude.
Crutch, and then we're limping and walking. Like, dang. Oh, fuck. Damn, I wanted to bring something up kind of related to that, but
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if I have anything else. Damn, it just despawned from my brain.
Despawn from your brain.
Yeah, it was something.
Just like Papa Carlos.
Yeah.
Despawned.
It just despawned. Oh, yeah, nice. Good. I wonder, should I talk about that?
Talk about what?
Papa Carlos despawning.
Who?
Nice. You know what?
Sorry,
yeah,
I'll
no, you're
stop,
good.
I'll
You're good.
stop.
I'm actually going to. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
What time are we at? Yeah, we got time.
We got
Okay.
plenty of time.
So, your boy, I didn't have a dad growing up, and I don't know. I think it's
we
a
make
little,
jokes about this, but I guess
Yeah.
we've never
we
really
never-
said it, so people maybe have been confused before.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. Well, yeah. So I grew up without a dad, so I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's tons of you guys out there that obviously can relate to that too. 'Cause unfortunately, yeah. But yeah, I'm not really like, I don't get sour about it. I don't get sad about it.
That's
or anything
why I
like
make
that.
jokes about it.
Yeah. No, I'm fine with jokes all the time. But I don't know. It's like a weird thing because, like, I think so. When my dad left, I was like 7, and I never really like realized what it meant to have a dad until I think I was maybe honestly in middle school, and then I was seeing when I joined the football team. Yeah, because that was like the first sport that I like played. That like, there's dads that go there, so like they'll be like, "Come on, son," and all that shit. So like I never like, and then once I was like went to my first couple of games, I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, I don't have that like guy rooting me on. I had my brother, thankfully. Like, shout out to him. I'm sure you're listening to this. But yeah, my older brother definitely stepped in like a lot, and he helped with like kind of filling in that figure. So I never really had that absence in my brain. Like in my brain, it didn't really register that like my dad was gone. Maybe that's like a dissociating thing to where like I kind of just like wanted to like close it out and just like not think about it too much. But I think as I got older, I really just didn't think about it too much at all. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Papa Carlos doesn't exist. He's gone. He despawned. But yeah, if any of you guys can relate to that, then you guys understand what it's kind of about. Luckily, I wasn't too old to like where it affected me like crazy amount. But yeah, so just thought I'd touch base on that. Yeah.
I see what you're saying about how it's like a dissociating, or is that the right word? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, dissociating.
Yes.
Yeah, disassociating.
Something like that.
Well, okay, we have Angie in the back. What is it? To where
She doesn't even know.
Where you like block it out of your brain. Well, what is it?
Well,
Because I know, huh? I guess, but can't you just dissociate with an event?
yeah, I feel like that's the thing.
Yeah, because that's.
Yeah, I've heard about it used that way too. Essentially,
Yeah, but I
Right.
don't. Yeah, okay.
okay, so we might be using the term incorrectly.
But you guys get what we're saying.
What we're
Yeah,
saying is
yeah.
that Carlos just kind of like repressed that idea.
Yeah, that's the word I think I was
of
trying
his
to.
dad just like not being there, and so
Yeah.
then it never really bothered you, which I think is kind of, I don't know, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I think because I have met like
I'm sure it bothered you, but
it did. Yeah, I mean here and there I'll even like now to this day like every once in a while I'll be like damn like like I would want to ask for like advice on certain things that like a dad would know, and like I just don't have that like figure to like go to. But I mean my brother, like I said, he helped a lot. Like he anything with cars. Like he helped me with those things. He taught me how to ride a bike, taught me how to swim. Like just all those like simple things that a dad would do. He was there to do it. So like
What a
thank God
legend.
for him. Yeah, for real. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would say just repressed.
I
Kind of
think
those things.
there's two ways that it goes. You either do that where you're like, I mean, what the fuck are you gonna do about
Yeah,
it?
you can't do anything about it. Yeah, you just gotta go.
Or suddenly it becomes like your only personality trait, and you were just like always talking about, oh, I don't have a dad.
Yeah,
which
you're
is
just like-
horrible.
yeah.
But I don't know what I'm trying to say. I guess I'm just being an asshole. But
No, that's fair. I mean, like, I don't know. Even then, like, sometimes, like, I've had really sad times where I've been like drunk, and then I would like think about it, and then I'm like, damn, I don't have that like that father figure. So like, and then I'd get a little sad about it or whatever. But
it's understandable.
which is normal though. Like, yeah, because that's, I mean, the way life works is you got a mom and a dad. Not, I mean, people can be like, oh, you can have like a dad and dad now, and all. You get what I'm saying though. You gotta have.
fucking 2022.
Yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it was, yeah. I think growing up was a little weird, but no, I think once we got older, I always thought it was not embarrassing, but it kind of was. It was a little weird, like pulling up to like parent teacher conferences, but like for me, it was just my mom. So like,
Well, yeah.
yeah, and like I would see like all these guys, like, or even going over to homies' houses, and like
They have a dad.
it was so weird for me to like interact with a dad.
You're like, what is that?
Yeah, no, it really, like, honestly though, like when I first went to Jonathan's house, like it was weird seeing how his dad interacted with him, and I was like, damn, I don't get that. Like I don't understand that. Like that in my brain, it was like foreign, which I think is like odd, but luckily it happened at an age to where like it didn't fuck me up to where like I had to go to school the next day in like high school or something like that and be like, fuck, like I just lost my dad or something like that.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah, like that would
that's
suck.
horrible.
Because then I think at that point you start feeling like, oh, maybe he left because of me, and like you have all these crazy thoughts that it's normal to have when you're like at that kind of age. Like you'll blame yourself for
I
whatever.
wonder if your brother ever thought stuff like that.
I think he did, because he went to like a pretty sad, like, I don't know. I think I might be thinking wrong, but no, I feel like I remember him being like a definitely different after that. He used to be a lot more like, I feel like energetic, but then after that he kind of, I think, took on the mantle of being a dad. So
Yeah,
he had
you gotta
to grow up fast
all of a sudden.
Yeah, which I think was unfair for him, because he didn't. I don't think he got to like fully experience like a lot of things of like growing up, because he had that pressure of like, I'm not only an older brother, but I'm also pretty much these kids like dad. Like I gotta help my mama out, like type shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean I know he had like a fun time growing up though. Well, fun in air quotes, but I mean I'm sure he probably did. But I know he has stories. He's got stories.
Dude, fuck. We're just gonna have him come on the
Dude,
pod.
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit him up and ask, hey yo, come on the pod, man, because I think
I've never met him.
yeah, I think you'd like him. Yeah, nah, you would like him for sure. Yeah, he's got a lot of stories. I don't know what we'd be able to talk about in the pod, but he's got stories. That's for sure. Yeah,
That sounds like my favorite kind of
Yeah,
stories. The
yep.
ones that aren't allowed on the
yeah,
pod.
exactly. But I think, yeah, nah, he'd be a good guest for sure.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be cool.
But yeah, that's a quick rundown of our jokes. So whenever we make jokes about Papa Carlos being despawned, that's where they come from. He left for milk, never came back.
Damn.
World's best hide and go seek player.
That's probably one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
World's best hide and go seek player. Oh shit.
Look, well,
Nice.
what time we're at? We're
54.
54.
I don't really have a whole lot else to talk about. I think we touched on I touched on most of the things I wanted to get out.
Yeah. I'm gonna say same. Yeah, I think I'm pretty chilling. Yeah, I think I got some good stuff out. But yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a shorter episode this week. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to us talk about random shit. Yeah, this was a good episode. Next week, hopefully we'll have our buddy Rainin on, and yeah, we'll probably talk about cars and video games and streaming, maybe even too.
Yes,
a bunch
sir.
of different shit like that. Stay on the lookout for more content coming to the YouTube channel. If you're on Apple and Spotify, just be ready to come over here and say hi on YouTube, because we're going to start posting other type of shit too.
Oh yeah, check out the Instagram, Twitter, TikTok as well.
Instagram, Twitter,
Yeah.
and TikTok. That's right. Another thing we need to start working harder on, but we're getting there.
Yeah, getting there.
We're busy, and we're like I said at the beginning of the episode, I feel like I haven't been giving enough effort into the podcast and just
You're telling me, man. Fuck.
growing my business idea. Well, starting my fucking business at all.
Yeah, your image, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah, hopefully we pick up the slack and get it done. So it was another good podcast. Carlos, anything? You good?
Oh yeah.
See you next week, folks.
That's all I got.